Hey, welcome back, guys. This is going to be for your Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising regarding your love life for the rest of April. Happy Easter, guys, for those who celebrate it. For those of you guys who are new to my channel, I've been doing tarot for 16 years now. I'm a full-time tarot reader in my professional life. I used to be on YouTube. I got off for a while, and now I'm back. If you like the videos or want to help support the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Comment down below, let me know if it resonates. My email is in the link below. I know some say they can access it, some say they don't. I am trying to work on that. If you need to contact me for any reason, it is down there in the link below. Okay, in the meantime, for those of you guys who do know, I already shuffled and premeditated on my cards ahead of time to save you guys all that juju jazz. So we're going to just dive into it. We're going to look into what is going on with you right now and the person that is on your mind, okay? Keep in mind, guys, this is a general love reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone. Not every story is going to be yours every single time, okay? I do tend to pick up energy more from my subscribers and people who communicate with me. So if you want to leave down a comment down below, it might help for future readings to help pick up your energy. What I do when I meditate is I think about all the people, that I know of that sign. I try to think of it, Gemini as a whole. But your screen names, all the things like that, previous comments, I do tend to flash those through my meditation. So if you would like the better odds of me picking up your story and your energy, make sure you leave a comment down below or just email me so I have your name specifically, to try and get a hold on that. Okay, let's see here. Also, guys, keep in mind that the energy can always be vice versa for you cross-watchers out there, all right? Okay. So for their energy, I have the Ten of Cups in reverse. For your energy, I have the Four of Swords. And for the mutual situation currently between you guys, I have the Six of Pentacles. Before we go any further, we're going to clarify. I shuffle. Okay, yeah, so I was getting this weird energy before I picked this up. I feel like, I don't know if this is a person that you currently had, this could be someone you recently started talking to. This could be a new person. This could be a person that you've just kind of had, on and off, flings with or trying to get something off the ground. Because their energy is the Ten of Cups in reverse. I clarified it by the Six of Cups in reverse and the Fool in reverse. So I believe here what's happening is I believe that this person is not happy in their own personal life. I believe that they're not, it's like they tried to pursue their happiness somewhere else and it left them very unfulfilled. I don't know if that means that they left their last relationship or what, but they're stuck on a previous connection with someone else. And I feel like they're not ready to open up their heart. They could be someone who's just trying to fix their heart by being single, mingle, ready, or single like a Pringle, ready to mingle, that saying, how people immediately throw themselves back out there, to try to find someone else to fix their heart. That never ends up happening. In fact, most of the time when people actually do that or rebound, it actually tends to prolong their pain for someone else, because the quicker they jump into something new with someone else, the more they actually think about their connection with their previous person, because they can't help but compare. That's why it's important that you don't move on until you know you're ready to move on, until you know because you're just literally going to prolong like suffering from a previous connection. It might help you realize to some people that they know they're, you know, a lot of times when people rebound, they end up going back to their previous person because they actually rebounds instead of helping you get over someone. It actually makes you realize how much you love the person that you're no longer with. You know, and this person seems like they are just not ready. It seems like they might have had grass that's greener on the other side. And I feel like what they did is they might have left something in their past that they're now regretting it. And I don't think they're being completely honest with you. And I feel like they're not really ready to open their heart to you. That's, I believe, the main message for most of you. Now, if this is someone that you did have a very long-term connection with, I believe at this point that this person is hurting really bad over the fallen structure of your guys' relationship. I mean, this 10 of Cups in reverse is basically like the happy home is no longer, like it fell apart. And I believe that this person is trying to keep themselves busy and is trying to pursue as many things as possible. And I think it is leaving them very unfulfilled because they are stuck on this past relationship with you. They are not having any new beginnings anywhere else. That could be by choice. I do feel like that's more of again, it's not even like it is up to them. It's not a choice because I'm sure that they could go out and date, and I'm sure, but it feels like they're just not fulfilled. Like even if they were to start something with someone else, it's just, it wouldn't be all there, you know. So I'm getting that energy from your person. Take a look at your energy. Currently, you have the Four of Swords. So I feel you're kind of like in a resting mode right now. You might not be pursuing anyone, or you might be talking to someone. But I feel like for the most part, you are... clarify this Four of Swords for Gemini, please, regarding this connection. I feel like for the most part, you might be letting things play out without putting any action into them, okay? Yeah. I feel like you're not really making any movements towards anyone. Like I said, if you are talking to someone or something, I feel like you're allowing things to play out naturally, kind of like you're going to wait for something to happen for you. You're not exactly doing anything to force new connections. Like you might be talking to people online, you might be associating with people, but I feel like you're not really as well. I feel like you're more like you're not present in the present moment with people. You could be withdrawn a little bit. You're clarified by the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups in reverse. So here I feel like you were abandoned. I feel like you were left out in the cold. And I feel like maybe you feel like someone's not giving you the attention that you want or that you need. And I feel like you're having a hard time like leaving this situation. You have a connection with someone that you do not want to let go of, or that you can't, you're tied to. And there's feelings of like being abandoned there or rejection. And I feel like it's kind of making you just need to take some time and to really analyze the situation. I mean, yeah, it feels like it's almost like a feeling like, oh, I got kicked out of the cool club. Like you just, it feels like that. It feels like you are not ready to walk away from something though. So you might, need to understand why that is. And what that is that new people you're talking to? Is that a previous connection? I think you really are searching at this moment for that place where you belong. And I think you're trying to figure out like where your heart feels at home. Okay. And I think right now you could just be feeling all alone in this world with friends, families, connections, people you love, people you care about. You might be feeling like if there's new people you're talking to that is just, it's not there. Like you don't feel like that feeling of comfort. You don't feel like they're really into you. There's things that they might be hiding from you. It's like this sense of like you want to go back home. You want to go back home. That's what I'm getting from you. You want to go back home. You want to go back home. Wherever home is for you. Home is where the heart is. So the sun just popped out, which is Leo energy. I don't normally take cards that pop out unless I get a message with them. I did put it back in the deck. But I do feel like with this sun here, it did speak to me that something here is being illuminated. I think people are, you might be seeing things for, you know, what they are, whether you did something, they did something, you know. So the mutual situation between you guys in the current moment is the Six of Pentacles, clarified by the Page of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Swords in reverse. So I think with the sun here that popped out for an overall message too, let's see what the bottom of the deck is. Yeah, Five of Cups, okay? There's a, with the sun here and the Five of Cups for the energy, I'm getting like, there is with the Six of Pentacles here, this is a very strong message to me that is coming through, that is saying like things are being illuminated, eyes are being opened to the situation here, that there was not an equal balance between the person that feels like home to your heart. There was not an opened, you know, you could be talking to new people and they're just not doing it for you, or, you know, they might be stuck on previous relationships. So you just feel like that disconnection in the soul, like the soul connection's not there. You know, the newness might be there, the flirting might be there, the excitement might be there. You know, the sexual tension might be there, but the soul is not there. I feel like you are kind of, there's like this soul connection here that you have, and like there's a realization that it was not balanced, that either you or them were not getting the love that you wanted, or that you get what you give in life, okay? So if someone was trying a lot with you and you were just pushing them away, or you were talking to them horribly, or you weren't giving them the love that they deserved, it's like you're starting to realize that. Or it could be vice versa, okay? Like if you were sitting here, you know, showering someone with love and affection and attention and telling them how much they meant to you, and they just kept giving you the cold shoulder for whatever reason, there is a lack of balance, and it's causing a lot of regret here and a lot of sadness, a lot of guilt over the loss. This is a card of mourning what you lost. You know, it looks like someone's almost like praying over a graveyard. And the sun card with this is like, it's illuminating that. Like, so if you're not in that energy yet, I feel like you will be, or like I said, it could be your partner. But I feel like, you know, there's a lack of balance with this Page of Cups in reverse and this Nine of Swords here. It's like, yeah, it's more of, it feels very unbalanced at the moment. It feels like there is no apology that was offered or is being offered. It feels like there is a lack of love. It feels like there is a stunt of growth here. And it's, you know, and it's almost like this why. It's like I let so much fear and anxiety get in the way of me just being with this person. And why? Like, I spend so much time in my head instead of doing anything about it. It was like there was so much time thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it and wondering why it was not coming together, wondering why it was not fixing itself. And that's because there was no actions taken. This Page of Cups, there was a lack of love. There was a lack of apologies. There was a lack of, you know, morally doing the right thing for one another, you know, fixing the wrongs. And it's kind of like that. It's like a realization of, you know, that's what's, you know, occurring. I do feel like I am getting more than one person in this reading, and not like a third party. It does feel like you could be putting yourself out there with other people, but it also feels like your soul is somewhere else. I just keep hearing that over and over and over and again in my head. Like, I want to go home. I want to go home. My heart wants to go home. Geminis, I think you need to, I don't know if that's you or your partner coming through, but I think you need to figure out where home is for your heart. And sometimes home is where people fight with their parents or their siblings or their spouses. Sometimes home is comfortable and not as exciting, but home is safe. Home is where the heart is. Home is where the real love is, okay? So I think if that's you, Gemini, I think you need to find out where your home is, and I think you need to do what you need to do to get back there. Also could be vice versa for cross watchers watching Gemini. Because it feels like if you're starting new connections with people, it feels like whoever this person is that you're talking to, I don't know if it's multiple. For some reason, I'm getting like this is just a whole multiple energy. So I feel like if you've tried to put yourself out there, or you've tried to talk to other people and you've just gotten dead ends with one person after another, like it wasn't even like these might have been like real relationships or connections. They might have just been like a very like, and I feel like there's just like a lot of people are stuck on past energies right now, and they're just not, they just do not have the heart to open up and to give someone else right now. And I feel like you could just be feeling like you're just getting unlucky in love, and it's because I feel like maybe that's why that message is coming through so strong. I feel like people are going against what their heart is mourning for. I feel like people need to go home to where their heart is, and I feel like so many people would rather not do the right thing, not face the reality, not put in the hard work. They'd rather take the easy way out and try to just get under someone else, and they're only self-sabotaging themselves for everyone who's doing that. 2 more shuffles, please. So how they feel about you, I got the Emperor energy, which is Aries. So the Emperor, how they feel about you, okay, clarified by the Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. So the Emperor is using a lot of logic here. Emperors are not really emotional. They want to have control over their feelings and to control over situations. So I feel like this person doesn't have a lot of emotions for you, or they're just blocking them out, you could say. I feel like if this is people that you're talking to online, or you're getting to know, or you're starting to date, I feel like that this person could see you as a new opportunity. Maybe you financially look really good. I feel like there's something here about money. They could see that you could possibly get them to where they want to be in life. Doesn't feel very good. It feels like a very using energy, because there's not a lot of emotions here. It's more of like somebody's just trying to rebound, and you kind of look like a good rebound. You kind of look like somebody that they could use to get over someone else, or to make someone else jealous. I'm getting like a jealous, like they kind of want to make someone else jealous with you. It doesn't feel very good. I feel like that this person is actually doing this because they're waiting for someone else to return to them. The Three of Wands is also, not only are you waiting for a return for an ex to come back, but you're rebounding. With the Emperor here, not having a lot of emotions, with the Ace of Pentacles, it literally looks like they don't have a lot of emotions for you, but you look like a good opportunity to kind of get someone else back. That's kind of messed up. What's the bottom of the deck? Page of Wands. Oh, God, yeah. This person has a wandering eye. This person is looking at all doors and all options. I don't think that this person... I think, Gemini, your soul is yearning for... Now, this might... For some reason, I'm not even getting, like... This is someone you currently could be talking to. This is probably like, I feel like, so this is what I'm getting. Let me break it down to you. I'm getting this energy where your heart wants to go home to someone, right? But you're not actively involved or speaking with that person. And I think during the separation, you've connected with another person or multiple people, trying to kind of see what else is out there, or to... explore other options, and these people were actually not really into you the way you might have thought they were. These people were literally I don't even know if this is a current person you were dealing with or someone that just happened to you, because I'm getting this energy of like, this is what the situation was. It feels like you could be talking to this person, or this could be a person you're just now starting to talk to, but this more feels like this keeps happening, where you're starting to talk to people who you can't just seem like figure out why it's just not happening, why it's not just coming together. And it's because like the people you're choosing to talk to are not actually sincerely into you for you. Like there's this, they're trying to get over someone else, or you look like an opportunity financially for them. You could be very flashy and very showy, and that is attracting the wrong type of people. You could be trying to show off like your best attributes, like if you're athletic, or if you make a lot of money, or if you're really skilled in a hobby, or if you cook for people, or if you spoil people and you let people know that. You're attracting like the wrong type of people because of that, because you're showing like the good side and not your bad side. And like there's like these money hungry or gold digging hungry or love hungry, or people who want, you know, a male or female to do everything for them. And you're coming off as a person that would like roll over for these new people. And I think that they just want to take advantage of that. But I feel like it's more of they're hoping for someone else to come back. And I don't know, like I said, if you've dealt with these people, or you're going to be dealing with these people, or you are dealing with these people. But there is this energy that this is, like, what I'm picking up is not the person that your soul is craving or needs. I'm picking up someone else here. Someone who does not have a lot of deep feelings for you. Now, there is another, if this is your soul connection, because I am getting, you know, 2 storylines here, but for the most I'm getting that other one. If this is your soul connection here, I think that your soul connection is just seeing that you might be out there exploring new opportunities. You might be trying to figure out what else is out there. And I think right now that they're just trying to put themselves in a logical position to see that you're doing that. And why would they want to continue to invest in their Gemini if their Gemini is not investing into them? And I feel like at this point they're trying to control their emotions and feelings and realize that that love is not being reciprocated, that they can no longer hang on to a Gemini that is not unconditionally loving them, is not choosing them. And I feel like they see that you're trying to pursue other opportunities out there. And I feel like they're just not, like there's a part that feels like they might be waiting for you to still return. But at the same time, I feel like they're starting to take this logical instead of emotional approach about it, that, well, my Gemini's just not doing what they need to do for, you know, they're not coming, they might not be talking, you might not be talking to them, you might not, when you do communicate with them, you might not be expressing your love. And I mean, they're not a mind reader, Gemini, they're not going to know what you really want. So unless you're expressing that, you know, to the best of your ability, that this person, I believe, feels like you're out there, you know, having and kissing sex and talking to everyone else, you know, so. All right. Okay, so how they think about you in the situation. Oh, geez. Page of Pentacles in reverse, clarified by the Ten of Cups and the Page of Swords. So yeah, I feel like that this person is frustrated by the lack of progress, by the lack of support in this situation. They feel like it's just not moving in the way that they want fast enough. You know, I feel like they are keeping their eye... I feel like they could be keeping their eye on you, Gemini, or they could be feeling like you're keeping your eye on them. But I feel like for the most part, they're keeping their eye on you. it's kind of like this person is just waiting for their happy ending with you. Like, I feel like they're, they could possibly want this 10 of Cups with you, or they're hoping that you can give this 10 of Cups to them. So if this is a new person or a person you dealt with that was kind of, not a serious thing, I feel like they were kind of hoping you could replace things for them. If this is the soul connection, I feel like the soul connection that you have with someone here, the deeper one, the more serious relationship, I feel like that this person is very frustrated by the lack of support that they see from you. And they're very frustrated with the lack of progress. It's almost like, why doesn't my Gemini just get it? Like, why don't they know what they need to do by now? Why can't they figure it out already? Why do they keep making mistakes, or they're not making anything? They're not doing anything. They're not, and it's like it's a very lack of, it's a frustration. I want to throw in the towel. I want to give up because, but there's this, this 10 of Cups and this Page of Swords here, where it's like, you were their happy place. You were their home. And, I feel like they're keeping an eye out on you to see if you're going to do what you need to do to get, like, this happy home with them back. Like I said, it's that message. That's what I'm going to label this video. I'm going to write that down. Your heart wants to go home. Because I keep getting that keeps popping up. That's what I'm going to label this message, because it's like it feels like you're their home too, and it feels like that they're just frustrated. They're frustrated because you're not doing what you need to do for them, for this to happen, for this to work. And I don't know why, Gemini. You might be thinking it's too much work. You might be afraid. There might be other, like, who knows why you're holding yourself back. But it's really not hard to figure out the right thing to do. If you screwed up, you say sorry. You get someone flowers. You write them a love note. You express your love. You're open. You're honest. You're sincere. Okay? And you stick to it, because your actions need to match your words. If you apologize to someone and then you don't act like you're sorry afterwards, well, then that apology went out the window. You have to find a place where you can get your actions and words to match on the same page. Okay? But I feel like that this person is keeping an eye on you, because I feel like, they're waiting for you to do what you need to do so you guys, your heart can go home. I feel like that's mutual. And bottom of the deck was 2 of Cups in reverse. Because if there's definitely a disconnect here, the relationship, this is not a person that you're together with anymore. Okay, this is definitely, but with the 2 of Cups here, it does say this is a twin flame soulmate energy here. This is not, I do feel like if this is other new people you're talking to, I do feel like whoever you're talking to is, or we're talking to, or a new thing, I feel like this new thing is not the person for you, and it's not because maybe they could be, but it's more like their heart belongs somewhere else. Their heart also wants to go home, and I think that they could be trying to lean on you for an emotional crutch. Like, it just doesn't feel sincere. Okay. So the outcome between you two for the current is the Fool in reverse with the King of Swords and the 8 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so there's your energy, Gemini. Also could be Libra, Aquarius. Also King of Swords can be Capricorn, okay? So it looks like to me at this time that there is no beginning. There is going to be no new start with you guys at this time. And it feels like because there's just a lack of communication. There's a lack of clarity. There's a lack of truth. One of you guys might not be being honest about how you truly feel. If this is a new person you're talking to, or you're out there exploring other options, it does feel like that you're not going to have anything substantial with these people. Nothing that's going to get off the ground and like stay like that. Okay. A lot of people are kind of communicating right now because of lockdowns, because of quarantines. And these connections are solely based on being lonely, and they're not authentic and they're not real. A lot of people are not with the person that they love, so they're doing desperately trying to grasp at whatever other connections are out there. Once quarantine and lockdown are lifted, these connections will fade out very quickly. And I do feel like that is something that you could be experiencing if you're out there mingling or talking, or maybe you've seen someone new for a couple times. If this is the soul connection, it just feels like you guys are not communicating. Truth is not being expressed. It's like if you guys do communicate, you're not actually speaking and saying what you want to say. You're not actually opening that door. And I know that's really hard, but it's going to be like ripping off a Band-Aid. It's going to be like, I just have to like tell my fear to shut the and rip it off. And I just need to be direct. If you want to be with this person, Gemini, you need to just say, listen, I want to give this another chance. I want to move forward with you. I want to try again. Or Gemini's cross-watcher. You need to say that to the Gemini. But it doesn't look like that truth and clarity is coming out. It's like cat's got your tongue. And that is going to withhold having any kind of reconciliation with this person at all, because as long as there's not truth about how you're really feeling about the situation, it almost feels like you want a new beginning with this person, but you're kind of scared. And if that's the case, then that is something you still need to express to them. Like, hey, listen, I do want to start this up again, but I'm kind of scared. I'm not going to lie. Like, and I'm scared because of this, and this. You know, I'm scared we'll fail again, or I'm scared that things won't change, or I'm scared that this will happen. But those that needs to be expressed, okay? I do feel like you or them are going to start realizing that, okay? Let's look at some advice we have for you. This point. Okay, yeah, so your advice is the Queen of Cups clarified by the Page of Wands and the Temperance in reverse. So your advice is to have some heart-to-heart conversations with someone, whether this is the new people you're talking to, whether this is the person that your soul is yearning for. Now, if you choose to ignore your soul connection, that's up to you if you want to continue to pursue these options. But regardless, you need to have a heart-to-heart conversation here. I feel like you generally just want like this sense of new energy in your life, regardless whether this is with a past person or new people. I feel like generally all you really want right now is to feel kind of alive. I feel like you just want love and fun and lightheartedness. And I feel like you don't know if you can have that back with your soul person, but you can. If you have those heart-to-heart conversations, you can reignite a flame. You can do that. You can have that. If this is about you dating around, I feel like you're kind of not wanting to really commit to anyone, and you're just wanting to like kind of have fun and keep things lighthearted. And you need to express that as well, because basically if you're not sitting here having the most in-depth, truthful, honest, heart-to-heart conversations with the people, you get this Temperance in reverse, and this is a lack of balance. But this is not just in the physical realm. This is internal. This is spiritual. This is inside, okay? And you're going to throw your own sense of feelings off whack. You're going to throw your own emotion. You're going to put yourself on an emotional roller coaster that you didn't need to be on. You're going to, and who wants to be on one? Who wants to feel super high 1 second and then super low and depressed the next? No one wants to, people just want to be stable and like in a good place, And I feel like by you not having heart to heart, honest, true conversations about what you really want and how you really feel, and being honest, I feel like you're throwing yourself out of balance, okay? So let's take a look at what is coming towards you or what you need to know for the near future, anywhere from now to the next 3 months. Now, this could be tomorrow. This could be in 2 weeks. This could be in 3 months. Okay, so we're going to take a look at that. Two more shuffles. Wow. Okay. So what is coming towards you anywhere from now to the next 3 months, Gemini? I feel like this is more of a warning. You have Page of Wands in reverse with the Five of Cups and the Lovers, okay? So, this is telling me that I feel like you don't do what you need to do. With these new connections or with your heart going home, I feel like what happened here is this is saying that you don't pursue what your soul is really yearning for. You don't have these heart-to-heart conversations. I feel like you might you try to muster up the courage, but you don't actually go through it. That's your advice. It doesn't look like you take it. Now, you can change the outcome of tarot reads, but it looks like you really just don't take the advice. It looks like you kind of go against the grain. You continue to have this mindset of, I'm going to control fate. I control my own destiny. I'm going to do what I want. I can prove everyone wrong. And you're not proving anyone wrong but yourself. And this is a warning that you are going to suffer a lot of loss with a deep connection here. And I don't know if you recognize it yet or not. But it looks like somebody here that means a lot to you is going to go off in another direction away from you. And it is going to cause you an extreme amount of pain and sadness when it actually happens. And it's going to be because you didn't make the choice to love this person with everything you had when you had the chance. If you go for someone and you give it everything you got and they walk away, well, at least you gave it everything you got, right? And then they're going to be the ones with the regret and the guilt and all this. But the thing is I don't see you doing that. I kind of like this energy in the beginning, like you're kind of sitting back, taking a back seat, hoping things sort themselves out. And what happens is this person feels neglected by you and felt wronged by you, could feel that you're out there exploring new opportunities and they know that they can't invest in you anymore. And I feel like what happens is they go off and find someone else. And it breaks you to a point you didn't even know you could get broken to. You get brought down to an all-time low. And it's not only because you lost this person, but it's more of a sense of you lost your chance to make it right when you could, and you didn't choose them, Gemini. It looks like you didn't choose where your heart wanted to go. It looks like you never chose to go home to where the heart is. I really hope you do what you need to do to change that outcome. It could be with a new person. Like I said, if this is the new person you're talking to, it looks like that they go back to whoever they wanted to. It looks like they might have a chance to be with someone else other than you, and it does look like they take that. And my best advice with that connection, Gemini, is that if you are talking to someone new and you're already sensing that it's not all there on their end, walk away before you get even more invested, okay, and accept that this person is just not your person, all right? There is a strong energy here of every person involved, whether this is new people, soul person, you. There's a strong overall energy here of you need to go home where the heart is. You know what? I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna pull some messages here from the universe. Okay, Gemini, you got the unseen. Too much is being hidden from you. That looks dark, right? And telepathy, nonverbal communication, energy pulses, and mind reading. See how those are in a shape of a heart? So what was I telling you this whole time? There's a sense of going home where the heart is and a soul connection here. Look at that, Gemini. These are your messages from the universe. You might be feeling very deeply connected to someone that you're not in contact with. And the thing is you are in contact with them. Your souls are contacting each other. So whether you believe in that or not, if you're mourning, they're mourning too. You guys are mourning or missing each other or feeling like your heart is not home because you might not be in contact with this person, but your heart is, your soul is. You guys are having telepathy communications, whether you know it or not. For all you know, when you're happy, they're happy, and you don't even know it because you're going to the grocery store, they're going to the grocery store, and you don't even know that you guys are literally in sync and on the same up and up, The unseen, too much is hidden from you, okay? Let's talk about that. All right. What I was saying here is that there are feelings not being expressed. I do feel like if this is new people, they're not being honest with you about their ties to their past. I feel like you might be not seeing things for what they are. There is a bigger universal shift here. It's like the universe is continuing to guide you in the right direction, and you refuse to see it. You refuse to it's like you want control of your own fate and your own destiny so much. You are willing to do whatever you need to do to get there, and you can't figure out why it hurts so bad, why you're being so dragged down, why it's so hard to just be happy, why you're still stuck in some kind of like emotional funk. And it's because you're not opening your eyes. You're trying to fight it too hard. You need to stop trying to fight it. You need to stop trying to fight where your heart belongs. You need to stop trying to mind screw yourself into convincing and brainwashing yourself, that you know what you're doing. I don't think you know what you're doing, Gemini. I think you're making connections with the wrong type of people and you're ignoring the right kind of connections, okay? It does feel like that there is a lot behind the scenes right now that you are not paying attention to, okay? Bottom of the deck, you have wave of power. Okay, a surge of power, upswing in energy, all right? Exhilarating movement. Things right now are happening really, really fast and intense all around you, Gemini, in forces you don't even see. Emotions, energies. You might be getting signs from the universe here and there that you're not even realizing, telling you what the right thing to do is, okay? A lot of energy here. Wow, that was a pretty intense reading, Gemini. That is what I have for you. I hope it helps. Comment down below. Even if you just want to drop like a heart emoji or you want to send me an email, guys, it really does help me when I'm reading for my clients to know something, a name, a picture, something that I can hone in on your energy. I'm an energy reader, okay? That's my my thing. Okay, so the more I have communication from you guys in one way or another, the more I can pick up on your energy. So if you don't want to put on a comment down below, if you just want to email me, if I could just get a name, a picture, something, so I could help hone in on your guys' energy, that will make my meditation sessions much more powerful, much more, unblocked, easier to get through to your messages. Okay. Anyway, guys, I love you. Until next time. Okay. Bye.